G'day all, number one Machop fan here, and welcome to the Anzac Day edition of Machop To the Top. For those of you who don't know, Anzac Day is a public holiday in Australia and New Zealand where we honour our fallen soldiers who helped to protect our two countries in world wars past. I hereby dedicate this video to our fallen ancestors and honour their memory. It is thanks to them that I am here and able to make this video today. Interestingly, one of our wars was actually against Japan, and yet here I am, an Australian playing a video game from Japan. Australia and Japan coexisting in peace through video games. Hopefully our ancestors will be proud. Okay, so over the past weekend, I competed in 2 Pokémon tournaments. A mid-season showdown and a Premier Challenge, both in Melbourne CBD, where I actually performed quite well. At the mid-season showdown, which was unusually small, only 33 competitors, apparently because of a boycott or something, I nearly made the top cut, finishing 9th. And the top cut was 8. Just give you a few seconds for that to sink in. Okay, that should be enough time. And I managed to earn 54 championship points from that event, putting me at 112 championship points total. And then yesterday, I competed at a Premier Challenge at the same location, where I managed to finish 5th in Swiss, again top cut of 8, meaning I got in, and I nearly made the grand final. It was an extremely close semi-final. In fact, most of the games were bloody close. Competition in Melbourne is that fierce. But in that semi-final, if only I had used Eruption instead of Protect, I would have won. It was down to my Groudon versus my opponent's Groudon, which was slower, and 1 HP remaining Smeargle. When I used Protect, so did Groudon, I expected that, but what I didn't expect was Smeargle to use Tailwind. I was expecting Dark Void, even though the only move that had been revealed from it at that point was Crafty Shield, because it was only used in Game 3. So yeah, that cost me. And I'm going to be playing back that match for months. Still, I got 14 points out of that, bumping me up to 126 championship points. Masters Division Asia Pacific players need only 200 championship points to qualify for the World Championships, so I only need 74 from here. And I can do that just by making the top 16 at a regional. I don't even need to cut again. The next tournament I'll be competing in will be this Saturday at Dandenong in Melbourne's southeast. After that, I will be travelling to Auckland to compete in their regional championships, where hopefully I'll do well enough to qualify, and then relax in tournaments thereafter. Anyway, I talk too much. Let's just get on with it. Currently, we have a rating of 1551. 7 registered battles, 5 wins, 2 losses. You'll notice that the quality of the video has actually improved. I use OBS to record my videos, and it just got updated for better support on Mac, and it has drastically improved quality. I've also made another minor adjustment. I don't know why that adjustment wasn't made sooner. That is further improved quality to near perfection, which makes me feel much better. And once again, the search for an opposing trainer is taking so long that I can actually get away with talking too much. Maybe I should have pressed the challenge button before shooting my beef I got. Oh, here we go. Shuang Dun from Anguilla, with a rating of 1496, is using a team of Rayquaza, Kyogre, Landorus T, Thundurus, Weavile, and Ferrothorn. The woman who actually won yesterday's Premier Challenge actually used Weavile, and then went on and did her own version of Bohemian Rap. We Are the Champions by Queen, with lyrics about said Weavile. Alright. I feel comfortable enough to leave the Kangaskhan. I'm gonna try no. I'm gonna give Kangaskhan Talent Flame a go, actually, because there's a lot of potential priority on that team. Fake Out, Ice Shard, Prankster, Extreme Speed. I can't remember who's actually faster out of Rayquaza and Mega Rayquaza and Talent Flame. I'll lead with those two. Definitely using Groudon against Ferrothorn and Weavile. And I'm definitely using Xerneas against Rayquaza and Weavile. Although Ferrothorn is tempting, it's pretty good in this as well. But I prefer putting my front foot forward, so I'll lock in with these and see what happens. I apologise if I mispronounced Shuangdun. Long lag. I really don't like the long lag. It makes me very uncomfortable. Especially being Australian, and Australia's reputation with our, what we laughingly call fast internet. I think we're ranked 30-something in the world with internet speeds. So you will have to be patient. Okay, I think the obvious move here is Fake Out and Rock Slide. So, although there is a big risk of Landorus and Weavile doubling up on the Kangaskhan, because Quick Guy's pretty predictable. But I feel comfortable doing this, and I think I'm pretty confident that Rock Slide's the most obvious move out of that Landorus, so let's see what happens. I try to expect more Mega Kangaskhan shenanigans. There's the Talonflame's Quick Guard. And there's the Fake Out. Boom! And there's the Rock Slide. The biggest fee here, needless to say, with everything that happened with Landorus getting VGC 15, is the dreaded flinch. Oh good, it didn't happen for once. And I'm free to power up punch that Weavile into oblivion. Getting us back up to +1 despite that Landorus T's Intimidate. Alright. And we haven't established a back thing Scarf because Landorus T is naturally faster than normal Kangaskhan, but we'll definitely find out this turn. Yes. I think I said enough. I could pay for this. Xerneas is coming in, but if the opponent brings Ferrothorn... Oh no, Rayquaza! Good! Good. I can do that. Okay. We'll also return the Landorus and Dazzling Lane. Front foot forward. Hasty and kind of risky. A little bit, especially if that Rayquaza is sashed. But all we know about it right now is it has Dragon Ascent, and the opponent has completed Delta Episode. You can't Mega Evolve Rayquaza if you don't do Delta Episode. You'd be surprised how many people fall for that. Rayquaza uses Extreme Speed on Kangaskhan, and something tells me it might be... Yeah, it's Scarf Rock Slide. And that should be the end of Kangaskhan, frustratingly. Oh no! That was a critical hit on Xerneas. No flinch on Kangaskhan. Survived with 6 HP. You can tell the lag on this end, but thankfully that's enough to one-hit KO the Landorus. Now let's see what Rayquaza has got. Because what it's going to get is a single target full power Dazzling Gleam. And it does not have a Focus Sash. And just like that, we are up 3-1. Nice. See what the opponent has got as their last Pokémon. Kyogre! Good, it's not Ferrothorn. I'm probably scared away by running the dual fire types. I keep saying that Ferrothorn's to bluff Xerneas away, but now with the big 6, it's the other way around. The fire types are bluffing Ferrothorn away. Leaving Xerneas free to run rampant. It's why Groudon and Xerneas go so well together. They have defensive synergy as well as offensive synergy. And now I need only do this. turn, and Dazzling Gleam for the win. Whee! Not even Dazzling Gleam. Xerneas can rest. Doesn't even need to do much. King's gonna end up doing all the heavy lifting. And yeah, that is game 1 done. We will have a second game momentarily. Now, I want to do a shout out to Zarif Aman. He was someone who I faced on at both tournaments this weekend, who I had the most fun battling. He was my last opponent in Swiss rounds in the mid-season showdown, and I had to work my bum off to beat him. And in the end, it came down to, I forget exactly, I still have the battle video and I will upload it at season's end. But just a sneak preview, spoiler alert, it came down to both of us had our Kangaskhan's out, and both of us had been out for more than one turn. And I think both of us had one more Pokemon out, but I forget what. My Kangaskhan was in Sucker Punch KO range, and I knew he was going to use Sucker Punch, and I didn't want to risk the speed tie with my own, so I decided to use Fake Out. And I called it correctly. My Fake Out went first, then his Sucker Punch tried to take out Kangaskhan and failed, because Kangaskhan had already moved. That was the idea behind Fake Out. And then my other Pokemon was able to win the game from there. In the second game, now he used Smeagol, Sash Smeagol in game 1. Initially I thought it was Scarfed, but it wasn't. I later found out it was the Sash variant, but managed to overcome it anyway. But then in game 2, I led with Kangaskhan and Xerneas, and Zarif led with Talonflame and Smeagol. I knew the Talonflame was on a quick guard, so I didn't fake out. I just went with Power Up Punch, Dazzling Gleam. What I didn't expect was that Smeagol did end up being Scarfed, even though I could tell by his nickname it was the very same individual. Nor did anyone expect that Smeagol, when it inevitably used Dark Void, missed both of my Pokemon. And from there I was able to floor him. That only has a 4% or 1 in 25 chance of happening, Dark Void missing both Pokemon. And I was more than happy to take advantage. Still, good game, Zarif. You've definitely earned my respect. Now, shout out done. Let's go on to game 2. We are now up to 1565. I thought I had 7 wins. I forgot. Never mind. Okay, now we're facing a 1552 rated player from South Korea. Obviously looking forward to Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. And this guy, I respect anyone who can think outside the box. This guy's no exception. He's got Giratina Altered Form, Lugia, Kangaskhan, Klefki, Cresselia, and Chansey. Alright, obviously he's going to lead with the Klefki, although he may end up leading with Chansey or Cresselia. But it's Thunder Wave that I fear the most. I'd like to lead with Groudon, he's got no legitimate answers to it. And Kangaskhan. I don't usually lead like this, but this is how I feel comfortable in this particular battle. Which reminds me, Giratina can learn Will-O-Wisp, so I will have to be careful of that. Xerneas, and well, I've played all those 3 big power Pokemon. I can choose whatever supporter I want, and I'm definitely choosing Smeagol this time. Meanwhile, I'd like to take the opportunity to show something else. I have my very own Klefki keychain. As soon as I found out these things existed, I wanted one. I was like the Rook Assault. I want a Klefki keychain. I wish my English accent was better. The sad part is I have recent English ancestry. My nan was born in England. So yeah, bought one on eBay, $30, because they're only available in Japan or eBay. So the opponent has led with Cresselia and Giratina. Now I go straight into probable reversion. Not really the best of starts on my end. I was fully expecting the Klefki. Ah well, I'll bring Klefki back up again if Klefki appears, but something tells me it won't. I also get the feeling it's going to That Cecilia over there is going to use Trick Room. Yeah, I'll do this actually. Although I know I'm going to eat a Will-O-Wisp to the face. I want to get rid of that Cecilia before it uses Trick Room. Because some teams have a bad habit of relying a bit too much on Trick Room. I did it a lot in the past, because I loved Trick Room from late Gen 4 to about some point in Gen 5. But then Trick Room became too normal, and everyone started preparing for hard Trick Room, especially in the early days of Gen 5. So we're talking VGC 11, when Trick Room was at its strongest. And I can't be bothered imitating Mega Kangaskhan this time because I talk too much. Okay, maybe I should have used Power Up Punch first. So I think it's actually going to survive both of these. I knew I was going to go first, that was my instinct regarding Trick Room. Whee! Oh no, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone, I did it right. Oh, that was a critical hit. Whatever. And there's... I was still right about the Will-O-Wisp, yep. Now, how much health did Giratina A lose? I was too busy worried about that Cresselia. But yeah, all this luck, it's one of those days. Okay. Okay, you can choose your next Pokemon now. I'm actually recording quite late. One of my favourite TV shows is coming on in less than 15 minutes. Oh, but at least battle time's 12 minutes and 45 seconds and going down, so that's not really an issue. Even if this goes all that time, it'll finish by the time my show comes on. So I can relax. Okay, so I think the timer actually ended up bringing out Lugia. Considering what happened before, I think I might do it. I think what I'll do is I'll lock, and this time now I'll return again. It's not like I want to get lucky again. No one me. I've already had a crit and a Willow miss in the same game. I'm not going to get anything else. Come on, that's just ridiculous. Anyway. I think this is what they call timer stalling. Thankfully, timer stalling is brought under control by the 45-second timer. And Life Beyond Pokemon-wise, the 15-minute timer. Welcome to that. Lugia uses Protect, Return, Boink, Eruption, Boink, and didn't even do much at all to the, ew, that's not good. Slowly it builds up, and there's the Will-O-Wisp. However, Groudon still has full HP and can still let off some ripper eruptions. Meanwhile, I think I'll give Sucker Punch a go on the Giratina. I doubt you'll Will-O-Wisp again. If you do, then I'll know the opponent's either timer stalling or, more to the point, not paying attention, possibly AFK. Away from keyboard, or in this case, DS. Let me go right through the time stalling. If I had known this would happen, I would have done the shout-out during the battle. Save myself some time, some upload time, and you guys some internet usage. If you are not upper class enough to have unlimited internet, or you're not watching this at a school, or uni, or work, if you're a rebel. 10.5 minutes before my show starts, and with my luck, it actually will probably start a couple of minutes. Oh! Oh! Sucker Punch failed, so whatever you're doing is not what I thought, and I thought it was Shadow Force. Pretty grumpy if it was Will-O-Wisp. Ooh, Citrus Berry. Or, if you just look at the graphics and not the... Oh, hello, Toxic! Oh, from the, yeah. Now we begin to whittle it away, but what is Giratina gonna do, and don't save Will-O-Wisp? Pain Split! Ah, yes. Yes, fair enough. Interesting how Pain Split doesn't count as an attack. Didn't actually do much. Yay! Something! When it comes to Eruption, it all adds up. Now, how much HP does Lugia have left? I get a feeling it's going to protect. Oh wow, that's got heat. And I'm all out of eruption thanks to pressure. Well, I think that Giratina has pressure as well. It's form and not levitate. You saw how bulky it is. This is probably a good time to switch to Xerneas. A double switch could be an option. Let's see what happens if I do this. The double switch. It's never good one when I say double switch. It's such a back foot move in this hyper-offensive VGC 16 metagame. But I have a plan. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Well, think of it. If the opponent does use Shadow Force, I do wonder if Follow Me will redirect it away on the second move instead of the first, and someone's PMing me. Hopefully a friend of mine who I'm hoping to talk with regarding the plane trip to Auckland. Oh, the Giratina used Protect. And Lugia said, it's a rooster! Yep. Okay. Safe enough for me to Geomancy. Oh, hang on. Let's look what I can fake out. I don't really want to fake out. Now is not the time to fake out. Instead of Follow Me. Just in case the opponent uses Shadow Force. Probably knowing I'm not a Geomancy is kind of inevitable. That Smeagol has such a sense of humour. Poking its tongue out at the viewer. I have to apologise on its behalf for that behaviour, seriously. Oh well, I've seen and done worse. And Giratina goes out. I had a feeling it might. But that means I should be... Oh yes! Saplan pour moi. They're bringing Kangaskhan on a pair of Pokemon that can both use Protect. And this Smeagol is a Focus Sash variant. By the way, Saplan pour moi is French for This Works For Me. Most famously, it's the name of a 70s song. I'm not going to sing it, I can't sing for quiz. Alright, so Xerneas is plenty safe. And Smeagol coughs a Toxic, and I, speaking of music, get reminded of a Britney Spears song. Very, very sorry for that, but it happens every time someone uses Toxic. Anyway, best I can do here. Sash is broken. I'll just Protect and Spiky Shield, and pray the opponent doesn't use Sucker Punch on Lugia. That will be very, very bad. Manageable, but very, very bad. Six more minutes to go, and I think this battle, yeah, lag is making the battle time go slower. A second in my DS is slower than a real second. And that means I'm going to miss some of my show because of this guy. Thanks a lot! Oh well, hopefully... I mean, so the show is doing reruns. But there are a number of really funny ones, and they're random, so... The fact that Kangaskhan spins her baby with her left hand, and then bam with her right hand, comes so naturally to me because I'm left-handed. So too, interestingly, is Kangaskhan Jr. But not, I guess it would be impolite to say Kangaskhan Sr. But the mother. Nice. A little bit of chip damage from the Spiky Shield. Okay. Dude! Wrong fairy move. If I did that, that would be not the worst, but fairly ugly. Yeah, I'll follow me again. Although I can outspeed both of these Pokemon. I think they're both going to survive though. Kangaskhan's definitely going to survive because it's one of those extremely rare Fake Out and Protect variants. Usually you see one or the other, you rarely see both. And I think actually that Lugia is going to say Cock-a-doodle-doo again, and I'm not going to imitate it again. If anyone from high school hears me do so, that was a critical hit? Oh no, that's good. Try to use toxic and it's not leftovers. But if anyone from high school is watching this and saw me say cock-a-doodle-doo before, I'm never going to hear the end of it. Long story. And I, for one, refuse to discuss it. Yeah, what the heck. Since I know the opponent's going to use Risk, I'm going to just go right ahead and Dark Void. Maybe Risk, especially if that King of Scum has double edge, which is making me realise that I made a very... Oh no! Oh yeah, I think they wanted to do Trick Room. That's why I'm outspeeding. And thankfully, Dark Void put both of them to sleep. Who needs Choice Scarf Smeagol? Which does happen sometimes, as I mentioned earlier with Cyrus. When you face a Trick Room opponent, Trick Room has so many counters now. It's been nerfed so much by the evolving metagame. Years in the making. Smeagol hasn't got much left, but who would have thought it would have fallen to Toxic rather than 1 or 2 moves? There we go. The match was forfeited. Boom! Just like that. They gave up just as their Pokemon went to sleep, and they realised what I realised. I'm just glad they forfeited when they did, though, because it's 2 minutes before the show starts, assuming it starts right on time. Like I said earlier, it usually starts earlier. So that'll be it for today. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, etc. if you enjoyed it and want to see more. Now, since this is the Anzac Day special, I'm going to finish with the Anzac Day Oath. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them, lest we forget.